All right, welcome back, YouTube, to this week's painting update. Obviously, what we got in front of you are some Persians here. So, this is the second half of my first Kardaka unit that I'm doing for the massive, uh, large battle Persian army that I started on late last year. So, this is the third unit. I did a unit of Sparabara, a unit of archers, and this is a unit of Kardaka. They're complete. This is it's 20-man foundry unit with a 4-man command pack from Crusader. They fit in more or less the same. The shields are different, but the miniatures scale pretty good together. Uh, I got these guys done in I think 4 days, 4 or 5 days, not even a week. I still need to do some things like the beards, the flesh wash, and sword hilts. But other than that, they're done. So after this, I have velites to do. So I actually don't. I have a Republican Roman army, but I don't have any velites for them. I know, pretty crazy. I decided when I first did that army, I was going to focus on the earlier types of skirmishers, like the Akinci and the Levi. But now that I'm coming back to that project to finish out all the loose ends on it, I am doing velites. I want to have two 16-man units of velites, maybe even two 24-man units of velites. I've been playing with the composition of that army, and I think what I might end up doing is having three 24-man units of Hastade Principes, and then two 16-man units or two 24-man units of Triarii, and then two 16/24-man units of velites. Now those ratios, you can look at I believe it was Polybius that had the actual ratios for the troops in there of what a Polybian legion was, broken down by heavy and light infantry and cavalry and all that. I'm not too worried about having the exact Polybian legion. Because realistically, none of these legions were all the same. These were legions that were raised under a variety of circumstances, under different time periods, and there's no way you can tell me that a legion raised for the Macedonian Wars was the same as a legion raised during the First Punic War or the Samnite Wars. I refuse to believe it. So, I just would say don't get too hung up in the ratio of the troops you have. And then obviously, if it was a legion that had to campaign for multiple campaigning seasons, like there's gonna be attrition involved in that, right? So I'm going back to the Romans. And after I get the Romans done where I want them, I need to paint some more Hastade and Principes, velites, and some commanders. Then we'll go back into the Persians, and we'll just go full tilt on the remaining 80% of the Persians. So at some point I will have to place an order with Vitrix for the rest of the Kardaka, because I need 2 more units of Kardaka. But yeah, other than that, we're just going to keep plowing away. So I'm already a leg up from the year of 2021, where last year in January, my production for that month was 0. This year in January, it's at least been 12. So I've already produced more than I did in the same month last year, which is good, because looking back at it, like January, I had a 0. When I look back at my miniature count and why I didn't hit the miniature numbers I wanted to hit, and I don't take any of this too seriously, but January was like, oh wow, I painted nothing. So if I can get the 16-man unit of velites done for January, I'd be really happy, really, really happy with that as well. So that would bring, my miniature count for January 28. And I think I will, because velites are going to be really easy to paint. They're just going to have dyed white linen tunics, with some of them have helmets, some of them have the wolf pelts, and then the shields. So nothing crazy going on there. I think I can really crank those guys out. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'll show some close-ups of some of these guys. They're painted in the reverse of the first half of the unit. So the first half of the unit, if you remember, the video is up. You can go view it. I did yellow tops and blue bottoms. This I did in the complete reverse. I did the same patterning work. I just did the blue tops and yellow bottoms. And I got to still paint on some of the, the fine details, like on this Crusader guy. I got to put the symbol on the standard that I want to use. But yeah, that's this guy there. He has striped trousers and a big stripe going down his. And I paint the inside of the shields. I can't leave them in the raw like that. It annoys me too much. We have, some of them have linen cuirasses. So, one of the Foundry guys still has his bow case and all that. Polka dots and the stripes. Here's this guy. Musician. I liked how his polka dots turned out on his tunic. But yeah, so I do much more prefer the blue and yellow combo as opposed to the turquoise and orange that I did for the Sparabara. I really do not like that orange and turquoise combos that I did. But the blue and yellow look really good together. I think I'm going to do red and green next for the next color combo of the unit, and I'll do that in the same exact fashion that I did for these guys. I'll do I'll alternate the tops for half and the bottoms for half of them on the colors I use. So yeah, that's pretty much that. That's what I got going on. That's what I got going in the pipeline. Hopefully I'm gonna get some games in this coming up weekend with Holy Diver. And yeah, so till next time, guys, keep on painting.